Hi. Can Roth conversions be undone? No, they cannot. Video over. Thanks. Done. I'm out. Just kidding. Well, no, that is really it. But so a common question I get is, can I do a Roth conversion? And if I do too much or do it by mistake, can I undo it? Technically called recharacterize it or reverse it. The answer is no. You used to be able to, but a few years ago that was taken away. So just stepping back briefly, what is a Roth conversion? It is when you have money in a traditional pre-tax retirement account like an IRA or like a 401k, and you can take some of that money and transfer it or roll it over to a Roth style account, such as a Roth IRA or a Roth 401k. What I mean by Roth style is that unlike a traditional pre-tax account where the money that goes in is normally not yet taxed, you pay tax when you take it out, a Roth account's the opposite. The money you put in is money that's already taxed. There is no tax deduction for putting money into a Roth style account. The upside is all the money you eventually take out will be tax free, including the growth on the money you put in there. Now, there's some qualifying conditions that need to be met. Namely, you need to be at least 59 and a half, and your first Roth account needs to have been open and funded at least 5 years prior. But we'll save that for a separate video. So, generally speaking, again, all the money comes out of a Roth account tax free. So the benefit, why would you do a Roth conversion, is, well, you have this money in a pre-tax account. You're going to have to pay tax eventually. You may want to get some of it today, this year or whatever year, into a Roth style account. Now you can do that through a Roth conversion. In the process of converting it, you pay tax on the amount of money, that's the amount of pre-tax money leaving the traditional IRA or traditional 401k, going into the Roth IRA or Roth 401k. Now, remember, this is usually all taxable. To the extent you have already taxed money in your pre-tax IRA, then it's a slightly different story, but let's assume you don't. So this is all taxable. Common issue is, okay, at the beginning of the year, you think your income's only going to be $100,000, let's say, and you want to convert 50. So you'll have a total of $150,000 of total taxable income for the year. So you do a $50,000 conversion earlier in the year, but then by surprise, good problem to have, but by surprise, you get a $100,000 bonus out of nowhere. So now your other income is already $200,000 for the year, plus add on this 50,000 conversion that you did. You now have $250,000 of taxable income. You're planning only 150. So now you may have spiked your tax situation this year to something much higher than you want it to be. Oops, let me just unwind, redo, undo, recharacterize that Roth conversion, pretend as if it didn't happen. Sounds good in theory, but you can't do it anymore. Again, you used to be able to, but I think it was 2018, perhaps. Maybe even earlier. I don't remember. The IRS took away that ability for you to do that. Once you convert, it's done. There's no going back. So keep that in mind. If you do think Roth conversions make sense for you, you have to do some careful income planning for the year as best you can to figure out what the rest of your income is going to be, so as to not pile on too much income for your taxable income from this conversion. Often it makes sense to do some, or at least do some conversion earlier in the year, save the rest until later in the year, because later in the year you have a better picture of what the rest of your income is between things like bank interest, dividends from investment accounts, etc. So maybe don't do your whole targeted conversion amount early in the year, save some or all of it till later in the year, when you can better sort of fine tooth comb what the rest of your income picture is going to look like. All right, cool. Take care.